The Nintendo 3DS will go down in history as having one of the best libraries a handheld gaming system has ever seen. 3 major Fire Emblem titles, 2 generations of Pokemon, and the Smash Bros. Game are just a drop in the bucket of what the system has offered. And with the life of the 3DS coming to a close and the Switch officially taking over as Nintendo's dominant handheld, the final game to grace the 3DS is none other than Persona Q2. To put it bluntly, Persona Q2 is an Etrian Odyssey game with elements of the newer Persona games thrown over it. And to be fully transparent with you, I don't really like Etrian Odyssey. Or to be more precise, I don't like the mapping of dungeons. Manually mapping out dungeons and putting down notes for doors, traps, etc. has never appealed to me, and these elements carry over to Persona Q2. But with that being said, I gotta be honest and say that not only is Persona Q2 good, it's a more than worthy send-off title for such an amazing system. If you played the first Persona Q, then you know what you're getting into here already. But if you're new to this little side series, Persona Q2 takes the cast of every Persona game. Hold on a sec. As I was saying, it takes the cast of every Persona game and puts them all in one chibi crossover adventure. This time around, everyone gets sucked into a mysterious film world where they must enter various movies, discover the truth about this new world, and eventually make their ways home. The big appeal of this game is to see your favorite characters from the various Persona games interact with each other, and this makes the game worth the price of admission alone, as there's plenty of laughs to be had and references to pop culture littered everywhere. One major problem I had with the first game is thankfully gone, and that some of the characters were reduced down to simple character tropes. Like Akihiko from Persona 3 would always talk about protein, or Chie from Persona 4 would always talk about steak. Everyone feels more like their regular old selves here and is very welcome. Moving on to the combat, you'll encounter enemies and random encounters while walking around the map, and the battles are where the mechanics from Persona really come into play. Hit an enemy's weakness or get a critical hit and the character will get a boost. Having a boost will let you do any attack or healing action at no HP or SP cost for the next turn. But the awesome thing about the boost system is that it stacks. So for example, if you hit an enemy weak to fire with a fire move every turn, the boost won't disappear and you won't use a single drop of SP. With such a large cast of characters and only 6 slots in the party, it can be a bit daunting choosing your party of choice. But I feel it's not necessarily a bad thing. You can stick to one party if you so desire, but I have fun swapping members in and out to keep the battles feeling fresh. And one big new addition to Persona Q2 are the unison attacks. Having a specific combination of characters in battle will have them do an often hilarious or awesome cinematic attack together for big damage or another helpful effect. SP can run out quickly, even more so than the main Persona games, but thankfully Persona Q2 has the sub-Persona system to help with this. Every single party member can have a second Persona assigned to them that not only gives them new abilities but gives them bonus HP and SP that replenish after every fight. Q2 has 2 big changes from the first Persona Q game, the first being that instead of choosing a certain group of characters to start with, this time you'll start with the Persona 5 cast and eventually meet all the other characters. I didn't mind this at all, as the story flows naturally just fine this way, and the other big change, at least for those of us in the West, is that there is no dub this time around. English subtitles or Japanese voices is the way Alice chose to go about this entry, and if you're a big fan of the English cast we've had over the years, this can be a bummer, but the Japanese cast is certainly great in their own right, and I got used to it pretty quickly. Another minor but very welcome change in my personal opinion is that dungeons aren't as complicated this time around. That was a big complaint for those not too familiar with Etrian Odyssey or first-person dungeon crawlers, and Alice tweaked the dungeons this time around to be a bit more streamlined as a result. There's a lot of things going on in Persona Q, and I didn't touch on every single little thing like FOEs and Persona Fusion, but if you're a fan of Persona, you will probably love this game. If you've never played Persona before, you might find this title enjoyable at least for the gameplay, but you might be a bit lost in all the characters since they have the most basic of backstories when you meet them here. Still, it might get you interested enough to try the minigame, so if over the course of this video you had any interest at all, I say go for it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have a great day. Congrats on making it all the way to the end of the video. I hope you had as much fun watching as I did making it. If you want to see more of me, think about either subscribing or checking out more of my videos. If you want to make sure you never miss an upload, click the bell icon, join the notification squad. That way you'll always be notified whenever I upload something.